Okay, I'm going to go over how you're going to start your first project. So if you look over, on your desktop, you'll find Fusion. I pulled mine over to my taskbar. It should be somewhere on your desktop. We are going to double click. We're going to get into Fusion. There it comes. So it's signing me in. I signed in with my school account. It may very well get you to that place. So you have to sign in with your school account. Okay, so when you're in, it will look kind of like this. All right, so these are kind of things that I've recently been working on. So you can kind of jump in for something that you've been working on. This is kind of your active stuff. So I could open something, but I'm going to start a new thing, right? So I'm going to go under new, press new. There we go. I have a brand new screen right here for me. So over here are my recently saved stuff, what I've kind of been working on over here. And I'm going to start a new thing. So the way that you're going to use Fusion is you're going to start with a sketch. You tell the sketch exactly like what size it's going to be. This is where you can be precise, tell what size it is. And that's like a drawing. And then you're going to make it 3D. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. You also have this quick setup. You can say you want to do it in centimeters, millimeters, just to start with centimeters. That seems reasonable for us for right now. For the navigation, I'm using the Inventor because I understand the keystrokes for that. You can play around with that. Really, you can just do that any way you want. But these are different things if you know how to use Tinkercad or something like that. They're just sets the keys up separately, the way that you're panning and scrolling and things like that. So you can play around with that. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to make that smaller. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating our name. So you have to start with a sketch. So I'm going to start with a sketch. So I click on here, right? And now this is in 3D. So you can see that. That's the front, the top, and the side, which is represented by these different planes. So I want to go right on there. So you always start by clicking on a plane and starting whatever that you're making. So say I would like to make the letter I. That's pretty obvious, right? So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get this here. And I can just drop it, right? And it's not going to be precise. The next thing we need to be precise, we're just going to try to make some shapes. And then I can add, say I want to make it, I can use the line tool. Notice how this is blue? That's what you want, because that means it's a closed shape. Let's just make an N. I'm going to make an N. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go down here. I'm just clicking along as I'm going. I'm just kind of clicking along. Right, it's not quite 90 degrees. It's a little funky. You can make it more precise if you want. So now it's blue. So it's a closed shape because it's blue. If it wasn't blue, I'll just show you. Let's make it here. Let's show you how that works. So what I'm doing at the end is if I want to end that, I can press return or I can press escape, and that's done. Okay, I'm going to show you what happens if it's just a line that's not closed up. Oh, and if you drop it, you can go back and see it'll just go right over there, turning it blue. So now it's connected. Say I have this right here. Okay, I can press escape. All right, so I'm like, okay. You say you have all your letters, you did it all. You can use the circle. You can use different squares, solids, stuff like that. You want to use all these, when you started your sketch, all of this stuff came in. These are constraints. That just means that things are parallel. Obviously this is at a weird angle. So that's an angle thing. Okay, so these are all your constraints. So we'll talk about that later. All right, so I did all my words. I want to go over here. I'm going to finish my sketch. Done. Okay, so now I want to make it 3D. So that was the sketching stuff. Oh, just one quick thing too. If you stop and then you start again, you're like, oh, I need to put out another letter. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go back on here, right? And now I'm going to make the letter I. Okay, so I made letter I. Okay, a couple things. You can see how this one's lighter and this one's darker. That's because these are on two different sketches. If you open up over here, you can see you've actually made two sketches. So a lot of students get very confused when they do this because they have these two sketches open, and let's finish it. right? And then they're trying to do something like, I want to make this 3D. How come it's not working? It's not working because you're on the wrong sketch. Just be really careful if you want everything kind of on the same thing to make sure you're drawing everything in one sketch. All right, it's not the end of the world, especially for this. As you can see, it's going to activate each of our sketches that we need anyway. So I finished them off. I have my sketches finished. I'm not in the middle of a sketch. I did that green button. Now I'm going to make it 3D. So I'm going to do the extrude. Okay, so I'm going to press that, and I can actually push it. I can tell it exactly what distance to be, or I can just push it. And I'm just going to click on that right now. Though I can't do this one because it's on a different sketch. So that one's done. So I'm going to you can actually change the number if you want. Say I want 2 centimeters. And because it's defaulting to centimeters, I don't have to put centimeters. It knows it's centimeters. But you could also do millimeters if you put mm. But anyway, okay. So now I've done that. Okay, so now if I want this, now this is a separate sketch. I can make this one 3D, but it's not in the same sketch, right? So now I'm going to make this one 3D. So I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to extrude this again. I'm going to extrude this, right? I'm going to make this 2 so it matches. Okay, so that's how you're going to make your name. You're going to make it 3D like that. Right. So, I was going to talk about the first sketch. Right. So when you go in the first sketch, see how this over here is not blue. It's just kind of hanging out. You could actually fix that. So if you wanted to go back in your sketch, you double click. You can always go back in and you can edit your sketches. So I'm going to do that. Edit my sketch. And now I can go in here with my line. And if I connect it from here, now I'm going to make it here. Now it has turned blue. So now when I do that and I go in, and I go back and I want to make this sketch. You can see the sketch, right? Now I want to make this, I want to extrude this piece. Now I can do it, right? Let's just kind of, I'm going to be pressing, if I want to scroll around in here, if I do, because I had the inventor thing, if I press shift and then scroll around, I'm all like, see how I'm in 3D now? I can scroll around. Okay, so now I can pull this back. Like that. And I actually made a hole. Okay, so let's just back that up. I'm Command Z is undo, undo, undo. Let's just keep it like that. Okay, so if you want to scroll around, you press shift. I mean, if you want to do it, you might get 3D like that. Okay. I'm holding down the shift key. And if I want to just go up and down side to side, I'm hitting the little bottom left key, which is FN. So that's how you're going to make your name. And that is your first assignment. So good luck.